it's streaming down. A very good evening, everybody. It's Gulf Harbour Radio here, Patricia and David, ZMH 286, on a very cold day here in the North Island, but it's one hell of a lot worse down at the South Island. We had our coldest start of the day, 9 degrees, and I know it's very hard for you people up there in the tropics to even understand what 9 degrees is like, but I could tell you it is very, very cold. It's really hard to unless you start jumping up and down to actually feel pleasant about it all. It's 15 degrees now, 1009 on the bar, and very little wind, 5 knots from the north-northwest, with 100% cloud cover. But boy, you should see the pictures of the snow in the South Island. The ski fields, of course, are ecstatic, except they cannot open because they've got too much clearing of snow to do on the car parks and the access roads and so on. It's amazing. They're all rubbing, the ski field operators are rubbing their hands. So, I mean, if you had delayed your departure, you could have had a week's skiing and then taken off to the tropics. The swells, boy, Wellington has got, was it 9 metres or 10 metres? 10 metre swells around the Wellington coast. Really tough. Well, needless to say, the ferries have been cancelled, those of them that are still running. So, just talking to you will make us feel a little bit warmer. A couple of boats that we have been following have arrived. Hello to Paul and Gloria in Naui and Savu Savu. They've arrived on Kaya, and Andy has arrived in North Minerva. Good evening to you. We'll talk to you shortly to see what the conditions are like in North Minerva, Andy. But Arca is still out there. Go ahead, Ed. Are you on frequency?
Yeah, Roger that. I'll copy.
Yeah, nice copy. Go ahead.
Okay, my present position is 2-2-1-6 south, 17753 east. 182 at 5.8 knots. Wind is south-southeast at about 12 knots. I have 2 seas running from the south and the southeast, 1.5 to 2 meters. 40% cloud cover, and the bar is 1015, and it's definitely warmer than 9, over.
Definitely what?
I don't think we can get that.
Certainly better than 9. Anything would be, wouldn't it? Okay, Arca, who is relaxing into some nice conditions now after the tumultuous front. 2216 south, 17753 east, 018 true at 5.8 knots with a south-southeast of 12. Probably feels like a very mild zephyr. A couple of swells though, just making sure that you feel that you're at sea. 1.5 to 2 meters, one from the south, one from the southeast. 40% cloud cover and 1015. So it all seems pretty good, Ed, and hello to Fran.
And we're doing well, and things are looking better than they have for the last few days. We're liking this, over.
Indeed. I'll ask you just to stay on frequency if you wouldn't mind, because a couple of boats might be in my skiff, if that's okay. Over.
Great.
All right. Thank you, and thank you, Andy. Right. We have Nancy Clare. Nancy Clare, good evening to you, Gulf Harbour Radio.
Patricia, I'm not interference. I can barely hear you, over.
Roger that. You probably have things running on the boat, maybe chargers or lights. Chargers and lights are the worst offenders, but go ahead with your report. Over.
The weather's beautiful out here. Okay. Just a few clouds flying in the sky, and it's dead flat. The wind is about 7 or 8 knots coming out of, I believe, the east. And I'm pretty happy. I'm here, over.
Roger. Okay, Nancy Clare is on their way probably to Minerva, having left yesterday with fairly rough seas. So go ahead, give me your position. Give me your position. Over.
I'm in Minerva.
Nancy Clare's in Minerva already. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I've got all confused here. You're in Minerva, Nancy Clare. Okay, sorry about that.
Well, they're not communicating.
No, we're not doing well here. Nancy Clare is in Minerva. Okay, I'll just... Well, tell us what Minerva is like. Over.
Patricia, it's Andy. I'm in Minerva. I don't know about the other folks.
Ah, jeez.
Okay, well, can you just stand by, Andy? I thought that Hayden sounded an awful lot like you. Stand by, Soy Libre, and let's go to Nancy Clare. Nancy Clare. Yep, I suspect they're in my skip. Okay, getting back to Arca, could you give Nancy Clare a call, please, Ed? Over.
Roger that. Nancy 2, Nancy 2. This is Arca Relay for Gulf Harbor Radio. Over. Nancy 2, Arca for Relay to Gulf Harbor Radio. Any copy? Over. Nothing heard here.
Okay, thank you for that. And if you could try Silhouette, because he's in the same, well, sort of the same spot. If you could try Phil on Silhouette, please. Over.
Okay, relay for Gulf Harbor Radio. Do you copy? Over. Okay, guys, do you want to go ahead with you? Okay, you sort of figured it out again. If you could go through it slowly. I didn't get your mouth to it. Just go through the quick again and I'll try over. Copy that. 33 South, 3319 South, 17536 East. Over. Roger, I copy you at 050. Is that true or magnetic? At 6 knots. Roger, 050 true at 6 knots. And then I saw 15 knots of west-southwest wind of 1014. How was that? Over. Okay, did you get that, Patricia?
Yes, I did, but just check me because I was multitasking here with the Nancy Clare to see where they were, and they're in a pretty similar position. So I have a Silhouette in my skip, 3219 south, 17536 east, on a course of 050 true at 6 knots, with 15 knots of west-southwest. Actually, that agrees with the GFS. And 1014. How did I do, Ed?
I think that was 3319 south. Over.
Yeah, 3219 south. Over.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I heard 33. Let me go silhouette here. Right to 3319. Over. Okay, Roger, it is 3319 south. Over.
Yep, sorry about that. 33. Put down Nancy Clare's instead. Okay, 3319, and I will give folk Nancy Clare's position as well, which is 3210 and 17503 south, so 03 east, and they're doing 7 to 8 knots according to the AIS. So there you go, pretty much on a course of 010 true. And that was, let me see, 35 minutes ago. All right, thank you very much, Ed. That's really good. Yeah, we got different conditions tonight, because earlier in the season, a month ago, we were getting boats quite well with one or other of my antennas. I've got one here, of course, and one up at Kaio. Thank you for that. You may now sit back and relax. And could you just ask Phil? Oh, well, it's not much point in asking him if he needs anything. He probably doesn't, because he would have had the weather when he left. I did tell Ed to sit down and relax. I was going to ask him if Phil wanted anything. Okay, we'll clear with you, and I'll see Scoots now has left Minerva. This is Gulf Harbour Radio. Scoots, you're on frequency, Daryl.
Gulf Harbour Radio, Scoot, our copy.
Yep, good copy from you. And tell you what, though, your AIS is not working, but I'm certainly getting you with your Predict Wind tracker. Over.
Yeah, the Predict Wind tracker is linked through Starlink, so it'll be far more reliable and up to date. Yeah, we've left North Minerva, position 2322 south, 17901 west, a course of 338 true, 6.5 knots, we've got 12 knots of wind from the south, 2 metres southwest 12, 10% cloud, and a bar of 1014, with a PTA to Tavu Wednesday morning. I'll copy all that, over.
Yeah, very good copy, actually, and nice conditions to take off. 2322 south, 17901 west, on their way from Minerva to Savu, 338 true, 6.5 knots, 12 knots from the south, so pretty good conditions really for sailing. 2 metres swell from the southwest, 10% cloud cover, and 1014. I'm envious. Over.
Yeah, no, very pleasant. We were motoring and expect to continue motoring all night, and as we get further up, we're looking forward to some easterly and get a bit of sailing, over.
Yeah, if you wanted to go slow, you could probably sail already. Well, we'll see where you are tomorrow night. All right, thanks for that, and we'll wish you guys a good evening. All right, is there anybody else? I'm not sure that David's got any weather tonight. It's your night off. Have you got weather? No? No, never mind. Is there anybody else for Gulf Harbour Radio? No, nothing heard, and I'll just check with Andy in Minerva to see what it's like there. It's probably similar to what Scoots has just given us. Soy Libre, a Minerva report, please, Andy. Over.
Minerva is beautiful. It's about 7 knots of wind or less. Perfectly flat out here, and very little clouds out there. The sun's just setting over.
Well, that does sound good. So I bet you had a good snooze today to catch up a little bit. And, well, I'll just ask David. City's not working, but what's Minerva going to be like tomorrow? I'll just...
it's going to be beautiful.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful again. Well, that's really nice. I've already made the decision not to go with my walking group tomorrow because it's not going to be beautiful here. I'll just pass the microphone.
I didn't expect this, but anyway, Andy, good to hear your voice. And yeah, I'm looking at satellite imagery, of course, and I'm seeing pretty much what you are, which is not much. But anyhow, you're in the middle of a high, and we talked about that yesterday, I guess it was. And it's pretty weak, 1017 perhaps, 10 maybe 20 if we're lucky, but I doubt it. And yeah, it's still going to be over you tomorrow. And the winds, of course, will be a function of the position of the isochorus. A little more cloud coming in on Tuesday. A little more cloud on Tuesday, I think. And the winds are going to be southeast on Tuesday, but late, very late. So, and that high is still over you, and it is about 10:20 on Tuesday. And Wednesday, quite a bit of cloud. Uh, I'm just wigging it right now. It looks like the start of the frontal band that's coming through, but I'll have more information on that tomorrow. I have a chance to
He's
really,
there a while anyway.
look at this. So, yeah, you're going to be there for a couple of weeks, so you don't much care. So, what a lovely position to be in. Yeah, we are envious. We love Minerva. And anyhow, then here's the chief.
I'm sure Pogean, if they're listening from the depths of the town basin, will be interested in the Minerva because they're going to be back there yet again. Rich and Michelle, they're the ones that wrote the really nice, interesting and informative paper that's on our website under Flotsam. If there's anybody else listening out there that has yet to leave, you might want to, if you're going to Minerva, have a look at what Rich has written because it's very, very useful for those that want to do a long stay in Minerva and know where to have some interesting diving. All right, and he is indeed on frequency. Okay, hi to you both. All right then, it sounds like that's about it from everyone. Enjoy it, Andy and the others that are there. And is there, I'll just do one final call. Is there anybody else? No, we'll go back to watching Sail GP, which is on in the rather choppy New York Hudson River at the moment. It's raining, there's very little wind. The current seems to be the thing that's causing the most interest and difficulty for the boats. New Zealand was second in the first race. We haven't seen the other one because it's on at the moment. Who was first? Spain. Spain led from the start, actually. They did very well. Okay, and as for the rest of the news, well, President Trump and Elon Musk are really spitting tacks at each other, which is kind of a concern for the rest of the world, and particularly those involved with the space program, because both are threatening to reduce input. But anyway, nothing much else of news in the world. It's all pretty much the same as when you left it. Cheers, everybody. Have a very good night, and we'll be back again tomorrow. This is Gulf Harbour Radio Clear.